All right, episode 2 of the Jolie Chamber podcast. I don't know what we're calling this yet. I'm just making it up as I go along. And we have Adam P. Opens as our second guest. How are you, mate?
Going well, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Guest number 2.
Yeah, mate. Thank you for coming on. Firstly, congratulations also on you just passed 3,000 subscribers on the old YouTubes, bro.
Yeah.
Well
Finally
done.
hit 3K. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
No, that's good. That's a big effort, mate. So it's taken you about 2 years, I think, 3 years.
I've been doing the channel for 3 years now.
3 years.
So I guess I'm averaging like 1,000 a year, but I think that's all right.
That's good. That's like
Might pick up steam a bit.
no. Would you feel like it's picking up more? Does it get bigger and more? Like,
Yeah, I think so. I think this last year was a bit quicker than the first 2 years. Yeah, I think so.
did you start doing lives this year? Like, is that last year?
I've only been. When did I start? I started lives late 2022. I think I did like 1 or 2 at the end of that year.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing them throughout 23. Trying to do like 1 a month, I think.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, because your main videos are obviously your openings, which you do like what 2 a week, 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah. I'm my long form content is my my jam.
Yeah.
I do generally try to do 1 or 2 a week if it's busy. If it's a busy week for me, maybe just 1. But yeah, generally I do like to try and get out 2 if I can, if I've got the time.
Well, I just checked the other day. You're up to episode 226, mate. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
I
like to keep. I like keeping
period. That's
yeah. It's something I like to do. I like keeping like episode count just so I can see how many I've done. It's kind of a cool reminder, I think.
I think that's a cool thing too, because I think someone asked me how many videos I'd done recently, and I go, I don't know. And I actually went back and had to count on the YouTube. I had to actually go down and go, but like you've just got episode 1, 2, 3, so you've kept that the whole way through.
Yeah, it's kind of my little thing, and then every episode I do a different little graphic for whatever episode number it is. Yeah.
I gotta ask though, and this is a really awkward and embarrassing question, right? Was your channel ever called Adam P. Pulls?
No.
For some reason, I don't know if I've told you this, Robert. I've for whatever reason, for probably longer than I should have, I thought your channel was called Adam P. Pulls, and I still say it sometimes live.
You said it the other day.
Yeah, I did. I think I did. And I'm like, I feel like I must have seen it somewhere. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought because I even said to someone, "Oh, Adam P. Pulls has changed his name to Adam P. Opens now." So it was never called Adam P. Pulls, yeah?
Nah.
I've just made this up.
No, originally it was just Adam P. Like that was
okay. Yeah.
It was nothing, yeah. And then through feedback from some others, I got told to make it a bit more. I think there was a few other Adam P channels, and so they said add something to make it more unique. So I just added the opens.
Adam P. Opens. Well, you definitely open a lot of stuff, mate. Like,
because a lot of people have rips or pulls in their title, so I'm like, I'm just gonna use a different word. So
maybe
opens.
Maybe that's why. Yeah. Maybe I actually got it confused with someone else.
Yeah.
Your channel was actually, I think, one of the first Aussie Pokemon channels I seen. So when I first got into Pokemon, I think I was looking at obviously just learning about Pokemon and how like ripping packs and what the hobby was about. And I think I actually Googled like Aussie YouTubers, and I think it was Unlisted Leaf came up, Gogi, and I think you were the top
sick.
Were the 3. So I think like when I first, so I think like you were one of the first Aussie guys I actually started like following right from the start. Because I've been following you for a while now, for a couple of years now. And I think through you is how I found like Good Times and half the other guys. So
wow,
but you're actually like in the scene, eh? Like you've been doing the Pokemon thing for a long time, eh? So you
not the longest time. Like I got back into cards in 2020 during COVID.
Oh yeah,
during that whole sort of thing. Stuck indoors. I got back into it through Jules, my stepson. He was opening packs. I was into it when I was a kid. I had collected quite a few of the WotC sets early on. Still got them actually.
Oh, nice.
Mum kept them for me. Thanks, Mum. But I got back into it through Jules, like just opening packs around Rebel Clash time, starter Sword and Shield, and started doing it more and more and more, and reigniting that sort of fuel, that nostalgia. You know, stuck indoors, COVID, got nothing else to spend money on. I was lucky enough that I kept working right through COVID, so I still had money. I wasn't like short or anything. And so I just started buying booster boxes. I'm like, I want to open more than just the occasional pack.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
like that. Eh?
Yeah. And so I started with Rebel Clash, then I went back and bought Darkness Ablaze base set. Because I wanted to start from the start of the era.
Oh yeah.
Just my OCD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then they were just cheap. The booster boxes wasn't anything crazy. Ripped a few of those, and I was like, yeah. I pulled the Darkness Ablaze Charizard like straight away, and I think that kind of just went. That just triggered something in me, and I'm like, I'm in now. I'm in it. Like
The addiction, eh? That's like, oh
yeah.
So
And I wasn't even recording anything then. I was just opening packs on
Yeah.
my own, really. Yeah.
So were you actually? So you were collecting back in the day, though? Were you collecting when you were younger?
Yeah, like 99.
Yeah.
I got into it the base set, Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket. I've got all those completed sets. I basically
nice.
completed them when I was a kid. I think I was only missing 1 or 2 cards, and I filled them in as an adult. Just got the last few I needed to complete the sets.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I've still got them down there. Just the original 4 sets.
Well, I was going to ask about your binder collection, mate, because that's another thing you're very famous and renowned for is your extensive.
Yep.
And so when you got back into it with Sword and Shield, and do you have the whole Sword and Shield like completed in binders?
I do. I actually do now. It finally happened. I think it's 16 master sets are done pretty much. Might be missing the occasional like holo variant or here or there, but like generally, yeah, the main things are done. I just need to get finish the promos. I've got 4 more promos to get, and then the promo set's done as well, and then that's just everything for Sword and Shield.
I wanted to ask you about that, right? Because I've only got like 4 master sets. I had to like stop because it was too much here because I had too many, like you say, the OCD of having too many sets incomplete. How do you know? Like, I don't know because I actually don't look into it enough to know, but you always seem to know what the promo holo is going to be or the non-holos. You know, there's like multiple of like, there's 3 of the one card, yeah? And then
yeah.
How do you know they're coming out? Because you always seem to know they're coming out, eh? Or you always go, oh, there's an EB Games one coming, or there's in this.
Generally I just check Bulbapedia. If you go on Bulbapedia, and it's like an encyclopedia of Pokemon, I don't know if you've heard of them, like a website. You go in and you look at a set, and people just update it, and there's like usually like a list of like exclusives, and it's just right there. Yeah. And I just check that, and kind of get an idea of how many there's going to be, and it will say what they are and what they're going to be in. Like build and battle kit will have one in there, or this or that, or just going to be a stamped promo, whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just check that.
Yeah, because I first started when I first started doing my sets, I was not collecting. Sounds stupid, but I wasn't collecting the commons. I was only collecting the reverse holos of everything. And then I saw that because I was like, oh, that's better. And then obviously everyone's like, oh no, you collect both.
Some people do that, yeah.
yeah. And some people don't even do the reverse holos. They just do the But do you feel like you have to do the full master set when you do it?
Yeah, I feel like if I want to call it a master set, I need to have like the common, uncommon, and then the reverse of it. Yeah. Just as a
It looks cool in the folder though. It looks cool. Like when you do your binder videos and you got like, you know, the 4x3 pages and they're just, you know, the non-holo and the holo next to each other. It does look pretty sick.
I like how it looks. Yeah, it's cool.
So do you give yourself a time frame on to finish them, or do you just like
that's too much pressure.
Yeah.
That's too much pressure. I just like, as long as I with Scarlet and Violet sets, it's been a lot easier. Like I've been finishing them a lot quicker. But with Sword and Shield, I kind of I'd try as hard as I could, and then some sets would get left till ages later, like Lost Origin and Fusion Strike, the last 2 sets I needed to complete Sword and Shield. They're like ages old. I only just got the last cards for them, like most recently, finish off. Like sometimes if I don't pull a really expensive card, I just leave it and just kind of hope for a longest time that I might pull it in some random pack and not have to buy it.
It is like that, eh? Because I know like when I did Silver Tempest, I was lucky I pulled all of the alts out of it, and most of and then most of the rainbows are same as when I did Lost Origin. Actually, like I was lucky to pull most of the alts and then all the bigger cards, because then otherwise there's some sets where I haven't, and some of those alts at the end, same thing. Like I've still got Brilliant Stars, the Charizard sitting there. Like I've got
I had to buy them too.
I'm
could not pull any big alts in Brilliant Stars or Lost Origin. I think those were the 2 worst ones, where I just opened so much of those sets and could never get. I think I could only pull the Rotom alt from Lost Origin. It was the only one I ever pulled, like twice. Couldn't get any of the big ones. Same with Brilliant Stars. Couldn't get the Zards.
But then you've gone and pulled 3 Umbreons, mate, as well. So, you know, got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. I always kind of got to remind myself, Evolving Skies was very kind to me. So
yeah,
it kind of balances out, I think.
Because Evolving Skies is not very nice to a lot of people. Like,
yeah.
I've stopped opening.
It was never Evolving Cries for me.
Yeah.
It was great. I had a great time.
That last video where you pulled the Umbreon and it spun around, that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Because did you like feel like you'd just seen it and like, what the hell? Like, because your eyes like stopped.
Bizarre. Bizarre moment because I was in the middle of talking about it and how it had been it was in that mystery box and it was the chase card, and I'm like, so we're not going to see it today because someone'd already found it as the chase card in the mystery boxes, and then it was just randomly in a pack and it flipped over and I was like, surely not, surely I didn't just see what I thought I saw. And then brain could not process for a second what was just happening. That
was pretty awesome. Do you keep all of your cards, because you sell a lot as well? I know you do you trade a lot to finish your binders and whatnot?
Yeah, I've started doing a lot more trading now that I have a local card shop near me, that Mint Collectibles. They opened up the shop nearby. They do trade nights, Pokemon trade nights every week. So I've started going there as much as I can and trying to trade to help complete sets. But yeah, my eBay store has basically kept me afloat throughout this 3 years of collecting. Like, if it wasn't for me selling on eBay, there's no way I could have afforded to buy like anywhere near as much as I do. Like, it's I have to sell.
I
want to keep doing this.
I checked your eBay and you have 13k sales, mate.
Yeah.
So
that's
how long have you been doing that?
I think
how long have you been doing the eBay store
individual
for?
Cards.
Yeah, but like that's still how long have you been doing it? Because said you're back in 2-3 years, yeah.
Yeah, I started it pretty early on, just because I realized how much money I was starting to spend. And I was like, I need to start recouping. I need to try and offset this a little bit. So I jumped on eBay pretty early, started selling stuff, and then realized it would be cheaper if I had a subscription on eBay and made an actual store, as instead of just selling as like an individual. So Jen helped me set that up, an actual store, my partner Jen. And yeah, that's when I started taking it a bit more seriously and started trying to list everything I possibly could. Like, if I was opening a set, I'd be listing reverse hollows up, everything I had. And it's all kind of the latest sets I keep back there, just all lined up. That's all reverses, all in order. And then I've got like containers from Bunnings up there that I've got all my other sets just like all sorted into. So I just try and keep it all, and yeah, anything and everything I possibly can sell, it stays here.
Yeah. So you're doing reverse hollows, right? Like, you're doing everything from there up. So not just the
selling
big
everything
hits,
reverse.
Mate. That's how. Have you ever thought about just selling like the bulk? Is that easy? I don't know if that's easy or not.
Yeah, I've sold a bit of bulk. I've got a lot of it building up now, just like commons, uncommons. But a little while ago, I had a guy who was buying it off me and trading it for sealed booster boxes. So that was good. Nice. I was doing trades. Yeah. But he's kind of dropped off the map. So I don't know what's happened to him. So I got to find someone else. Yeah. It's starting to build up again.
Oh my God. So what, you run into the post office every 3 days, like 2-3 days? Like, is that how it works? Or you just do it once a week or sort of thing? Just let it build?
It depends. Like, I try to keep it down on once or twice a week. But based on I work shift work. So it's like, I go when I can, basically. If orders have started building up, then I just try and smash them out.
Yeah. That's pretty. I've only just started trying to sell now, and I'm lazy. Like, I'm slacking.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's like another job, basically. Yeah, it is like another job. You're listing everything, like listing as much as I'm listing. You're sitting there doing a bulk listing for like 2 to 3 hours, taking photos of everything, doing inventory, how many copies you have of cards, and then doing those drop down listings on eBay. It takes 2 to 3 hours of just sitting there doing that. And then all the packing and posting, and then getting to the post office, and it's a lot.
It is a lot, eh? Is this your number one hobby? Like, do you have another hobby, or is this it? Is this like
it. I don't have time.
Bad, eh? It's like that, eh?
Yeah, I got no time for anything else between trying to do the channel, editing videos, recording videos, then the eBay. It's like that is all my free time done.
Yeah. Plus having a family and
Yeah.
But
it all happens late at night. Right now, like late at night's my time when I kind of can do things. For the channel, eBay, and that. So it cuts into sleep time quite often.
Yep, it does happen. I was going to ask about your editing.
You got to, something's got to give.
Yeah, I was going to ask because your
Sleep.
video is yeah, it's always sleep. It's only ever sleep because it's never money.
Yeah.
You never sacrifice money, for this hobby, It's always
Yeah.
But I was going to ask about your editing, right? Because you bring out 2 videos a week, and your editing skills are primo, right? I've told you this 1,000 times. I think your editing is like top class, right? How'd you learn to do that? Did you learn that just from doing a YouTube channel?
No, I have loved video editing since I was like in high school. I was like the top student in my film and TV class in high school. I made a lot of I filmed a lot of, back in the day, a lot of like short films with my mates and stuff like that. I would film it, I would write it, and then I'd edit it and show it to them. And then I went to film school for 3 years during uni time. Got a bachelor in film and screen media production, which I never used. Well, I guess I'm kind of using it now. Yeah. This is my way of using it. Is like, then that was like 2011. That was a long time ago I did that. And then I just didn't use it for ages. And then when I got back into the cards, and I decided, why don't I start? I was watching openings on YouTube. And I thought, why don't I do this? Like, I know how to edit. I could film myself and turn this into something a bit more interesting than me just sitting here alone opening packs. Because Jules had kind of moved on at that stage. He was into it for a little bit. He helped get me back into it. And then he moved on to other stuff, but I was still in it. So like, I don't want to sit here by myself. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start recording. I don't know if you've ever gone back and watched my first 2 videos or whatever it was, but I just literally had a phone taped to a lamp and I was just filming my...
I love it. I did actually watch. I quickly watched your first video last night, and then your second video. Second video, you had the camera.
Yeah, I added the face cams pretty quickly.
Yeah, because a lot of guys don't do that. A lot of people have they do the overhead for a very long time until they can be bothered organizing Streamlabs or OBS. But but you were all over that, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay. So you actually already were into editing. That's good.
Yeah,
because I don't feel bad when I look at bad. I don't feel bad when I look at how crappy mine is.
I just had to bring it back to the surface, but I kind of I still had I had to learn like a new editing program, obviously, because it's been a long time, but I've always had that kind of interest in it, and so that came back pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I think I enjoy editing my videos more than I do filming them at this point.
Yeah, is that
like I just love it.
Do you actually like come up with not a storyline, but an idea of what you're going to do, or do you just film it and then go, okay, I'll edit this and make it into something?
Bit of both. Like sometimes I'll have a pretty I'll have an idea of like some sort of video I want to make or some sort of skit or joke I want to do, and then I'll just open something around that. But generally, sometimes I'll just want to sit down and rip something and have a reason to make a video, so I'll do that. And depending on how it goes, will kind of be the style of video. Like if it's a really bad opening, I'll lean into that and make it like. I've got one of those coming up soon, actually. Yeah. I ripped a heap of PALDEA and Fates. I didn't wear my hat. It's my first time. I didn't wear the hat, and because everyone was saying, and when I didn't have the hat on previously, like, release the hair. So I'm going to do like a little opening with all the comments people left saying there's no hat, and then I'm just going to appear with no hat and say, like, you asked for it, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One of my next upcoming videos. But the pulls were so it was so bad. I opened so many packs and didn't get anything decent, and so I just keep grabbing my hair, and it gets more and more crazy looking throughout the video. And so I'm just gonna lean into that and just make it like my descent into madness sort of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's like not something planned. That's just something that just happened, and then
it just happened. It just went that way. So I'm just gonna lean into this, and you can literally see me losing my mind like throughout the video.
But it is like that though when you spend a lot of money on a set, because in your head you always think, well, this video is going to be obviously better if I get a big hit, right? Because it's easier to be more excited. It's easier to have the energy. It's easier to
100%. Yeah.
So are you one of those people that gets bummed out when you're doing a video and you're like, oh crap, this video is going to suck now?
I used to a lot.
Yeah.
I used to, but now I've realized like anything can make good content, like depending on how you present it.
Yeah.
So my loss can still be like a humorous video to people watching on my channel. I can still get views from it and still get subs from it if they find it entertaining. So I'm trying to lean more into that now. So even if I don't get anything, someone couldn't, because sometimes I enjoy watching a video where someone just completely gets nothing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I find it funny. Like it kind of reassures me, like it can happen to anyone, sort of thing. So I don't mind it. Like sometimes I'll watch a video and one of the big poker tubers will just get nothing and he'll open like a crap ton of stuff. And it's just like, well, that's kind of oddly satisfying.
Yeah, it's true though. Actually, like when you watch like if you watch like a poker rev or a poker vault, and they're opening some crazy box that's like 10 years old and they pull nothing out of it, and you're like, oh, okay, well, and like you say,
it could be worse.
You still watched it, but you still watched it and you still got into it, and you're still like, and that's the thing. Like you kind of have to. It goes back to kind of the personality thing. You need the kind of personality because if the box does suck, then you know you need to have something for people to like sort of latch onto.
Like Cool Trainer Ryan, he's the master of still being entertaining. Even he pulls like jack all in his things.
He makes something out of nothing. That guy. Even like just random comments, he'll make a comment on it. And like he's a genius, eh? But that's
he's worked it out. He's so simple in his setup. But all the gimmicks he has and he brings into it, it's just like it's working wonders for him.
Is that do you like that in a like when did you watch a lot of YouTubers now, or do you still sort of just concentrate on your own thing, or do you still try and watch?
I still try and watch a lot of my favorites, like a core few. Like I watch all the Aussies. I like to support all them. So I make sure I watch all those, and I watch Cool Trainer Ryan. I watch Poker Vault a fair bit lately. I've been enjoying his long form content since he got an editor and. That whole dynamic he's doing now where he talks to his editor throughout his videos. I like that. I like stuff with like gimmicks and things like that are clever and unique. But I don't watch a huge amount. I just don't have the time really.
It is the time
just
thing.
The core few that I like.
It is the time thing, eh? And like I think it's I think it's lives. Lives are the kind of the one that like I try to watch a bit more now, more than actual long form. Like I think like when you sort of start on the YouTube channel, you watch a lot. I felt like I was watching long form all day, every day, because you're trying to see what works, what happens, and then after a while you realize it doesn't matter. You got to do your own thing anyway. Yeah. But it is you kind of got to stay up to date with the scene as well, I guess. You know. Yeah. But
lives are definitely seem to be where it's going. People are loving the live streams.
Do you enjoy the live streams more?
Myself doing them, I still find it quite stressful.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, like I just get an anxiety when I'm about to do a live stream because I know something's going to go wrong. It's like every time something doesn't work, like even last night when I was doing my live stream, my whole computer crashed in the last hour and I had to do a part 2. Like everything just froze. Like, the thing ran out of memory and it just crashed. And I was just about to do the members giveaway and I was like, shit, I have to go quickly try and restart everything. And it's just kind of like, man, this is so stressful.
Well,
compared to just,
tech difficulties is like just rule number 1 to going live, I think. Like everything. Like even today before I went to come on here, I realized, oh crap, I haven't got your logo set up. I haven't got this set up. I'm like, oh my god, like there's always something that you have to always do with a live. I feel whether if something's edited, you can do it after the fact, or you're not really stuck to a time frame, I guess.
I think that's what I like about the long form is that I'm in control of everything that's happening and the pace and what's being seen and just everything. Like I like that control to design it how I want. Whereas live stream, it's just like, every bit is just there. Yeah. You can't cut anything out. All the technical difficulties, everything. There's so many variables, I think, with lives. Yeah. It's just stressed me out.
Bad, eh? Do you have a schedule?
But I can get right into it and enjoy it. Like if I get a good amount of people in there watching and good chat going on, then I get right into it. And the time flies doing lives, I find.
Your lives been pumping recently though. They're getting bigger and bigger, eh?
Yeah, lately, it's for most of last year, I could barely crack 20, 25 people in a live, and now, like even last night, I didn't advertise it too much. I had like 30 plus in there, like straight away.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a long growth thing. It's a long build, eh? Like you sort of because especially like I don't know if you find the difference is because you're kind of very into the long form, so people would probably sort of know your channel more as a long form channel, I guess. Anyway. Yeah. But then to like have real good success doing your live, that's probably got to feel pretty good too.
Yeah. I think it's a lot about networking with the lives too. Like if you show up in other people's lives a fair bit and show some support, they'll return the favor. Yeah. So I've been trying to do that a bit more networking, dropping into other people's lives as much as I can. And I think doing that has helped my own lives boost a bit.
Yeah. I think that's that's like key. That's what thing GG kept saying to me. He goes, you got to like be in other people's lives too, and
networking.
When you're on the other side of it too, networking and sort of just seeing what it's like on the other side, like what you enjoy, what's you don't enjoy, and what's because everyone has their own preference, I guess. Anyway, but I had another question. I just remembered to ask a question halfway through that, and then I fully forgot. Oh no, I had it written down and I've lost it.
Have you been watching PokerGaz's stream today?
I only watched it for about 5-10 minutes. I actually, because I was in the middle of doing the dishes and I had him playing in the background while I was doing the dishes. But how's he going? Has he shaved yet?
He's absolutely smashed it. I think he was shaving his beard off bit by bit, so he's it looks really weird.
Yeah, shout out to PokerGaz. He's was it
absolute legend.
He's doing it for autism awareness. I think it was. He was trying to raise $5,000. I think.
5K.
5K.
Yeah, he smashed it. He hit the 5K in 2 hours.
Yeah, he was at like 4,000 something. Yeah. Just when I turned off, jeez, that's good. That's the community.
And someone came in. A guy came in and dropped 1K donation.
Oh, absolutely! Someone crazy. Really wants him to shave that beard.
Yeah.
I don't want him to shave the beard too much because we're trying to get PokerGaz on MAFS next year. I don't know if I've told anyone about that. So me and Harry are trying to get PokerGaz to go on. We want to get him on Married at First Sight next year. That's the goal. I reckon PokerGaz would be a great bachelor for that show.
Oh, you want him? Oh, I get you. You want him on the show. Yeah. I thought you wanted him to be with you guys, like watching it.
No. We want him on MAFS. Like we're gonna sign petitions. I'm downloading the application. I'm downloading the application forms. I said I'll sign it all for him.
Does he know?
Yeah. We told him he has to do it. He's got no choice. So me and Harry said
that would be epic.
Oh, hopefully. How cool would that be? How cool would they see some Pokemon YouTuber on like a big show like that? Bring it back to the mainstream.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm 100% back that idea. That's awesome.
Actually, that just reminded me. So you actually play the game as well? I forgot. That's what I was trying to get to before as well. So you play the TCG, yeah? You know the rules.
No, the TCG. I know how to play it, and I go to pre-releases and stuff, but I don't do anything really beyond that.
Yeah,
it's been something I've been interested in, but yeah, just time being the main factor these days. So yeah, I really just kind of go to the pre-releases and try and check out new sets there and open some packs early.
Yeah.
But one day, hopefully, I feel like trying to get into the competitive side of things is like a whole nother realm.
It is,
try and conquer.
They're different people. Like that sounds mean. It's different, but I feel like the general card collecting bloke and the TCG player guy, they're not on the same level. They're two different.
No, it's I know what you mean. Yeah, I run into a lot of them at the pre-releases and then at like the trade nights, and you can just tell there's a whole bunch of guys I just sell trainer cards to now.
Yeah,
like they've started coming to me through my eBay recently, and then I've told them just to message me directly, and like they keep coming over to pick up just play sets of trainers and like so they can go and build a deck for the weekend. And that's their life, is that they quickly need trainer cards for this tournament they're going to on the weekend. And it's a whole nother.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, so when you've got like when you're selling stuff, because like for me, for example, it was what was it? The Forest Sealstone or whatever it was called. And it was
really
like
playable.
Yeah, and I was like selling them for like 50 cents or just giving them away. And then someone was telling me they're like $8 cards or something. Like they're worth more than some of the Vs I was selling and the V Maxes.
It's crazy, hey.
I was like,
even like last night, I was opening Japanese for my members break, and like this is like the Wild Force, the latest set, and people are telling me that the holos in this set, you've opened some too.
Yeah.
Like this Flutter Mane is worth $8 per card just for a holo.
I've already lost it. I wouldn't even know where it is.
And like we were doing like highest value pool. You were in it. You were one of the 3 members that got into the pack battle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was a Wild Force box, 10 packs each, and then you pulled this Roaring Moon, the holo, and someone's like, that's $18 card. Like the price checker in my thing.
For like a holo.
For a holo Roaring Moon, because it's extremely playable.
Oh, there you go.
And then you almost won from that, but then I think Rhonda got the secret rare. It was like $30, and she beat you at the last second.
Damn it, Rhonda.
But but yeah, that's crazy. Like there's people are checking and saying like go through your bulk of that set, because there's even uncommons that are worth like $8, $10.
I was like, I think it was Brody Brody, what's it? Brody Plays. What's his full name? Brody Plays. Brody
Brody plays now.
Yeah. So
he on Instagram, Brody plays Pokemon. Yeah.
He was posting the other day, and I don't know if it was legit though, but I'm sure it was legit because I'm not saying he's a liar. But like the eBay of prices for the celebrations holos.
Yeah.
And there's some of them are selling in PSA 10s for like over $100 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he had like a sheet of them. Like, and I was thinking that can't be real because I have so much celebrations bulk. It's not funny. And I'd even be more angry because I sold a bunch of celebrations bulk and I was selling them, I think, for like 50 cents $1 a card, just because like I had so many. Yeah. And like I was looking at online at the time and people were selling them for 50 cents to $1. So I was like, oh, 50 cents $1, whatever. But apparently, like graded, people are buying them for $100. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Are these just one of those weird things where it's like, eBay does that thing sometimes where you can't get too excited because, you look and sometimes it'll be a V card and it's sold for like $20 and you're like, I'm not buying that. Like that doesn't sound right,
Yeah.
But otherwise, start going through your bulks, people, and start collecting celebrations.
Yeah.
But
I think the Mew from that set is very playable.
From celebrations?
It only works to a certain point because then I know they start pushing out older cards. They become out of the meta or whatever they call it, and then suddenly their value will just crash. So you've got to there's like a window there where you have to kind of sell them before they become irrelevant.
Because I had Drapion at one point, that stupid Drapion card, the V I think it was, or something, that skyrocketed at one point because some kid won some tournament with the Drapion, and I was giving that card away. I've ripped that card in half like multiple times. I've ate that card multiple times on stream because I hate that card. And I still got like 6 of them, because I opened up, I think it was from Lost Origin, that one. I have heaps of them. But then apparently people were telling me that was selling for like $6, $7, and I was like, I couldn't even get rid of them for $3. So at the same time, I was like, is it, or is this hype? Is it?
Yeah, it's just another thing you have to stay on top of if you sell stuff. I watch Danny Phantump a lot because he goes through a lot of he's so into the analytics side of things, and then he'll do videos on bulk that you should be keeping an eye on for any new set that comes out. So that's like usually my first port of call is watching his video, getting an idea in my head of the ones I should be looking out for, and then those are the ones I'll kind of put aside, make sure I'm putting aside whenever I'm opening like tons of a new set.
Yeah.
But it all adds up and it all helps make money back. So I need to do all of it.
When you're ripping boxes, you rip a lot of stuff, bro, by the way. Like, it hurts.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at it and go, oh my God, I'm ripping way too much. I can't tell my wife about this.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get into too much detail.
Yeah. Don't worry. I know. Blink twice if she's listening. Yeah. Like,
but no, there's no way I could do that if I wasn't selling literally every scrap that I possibly could.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Do you, what else? Like, so when you got your binders, right? What else do you collect? Because I see you got some sealed stuff. That's all sealed behind you, yeah? That's not just for show? That's all sealed?
Yeah, it is, yep. All those collection boxes and ETBs there, all sealed.
Are you did you try and get all the stuff from Sword and Shield?
Yeah, I wanted to just get the Elite Trainer boxes for each set in Sword and Shield. I still don't have all of them. I think Sword and Shield base, Rebel Clash, Darkness and Blaze I need to get.
Yeah.
I think that Darkness and Blaze is still kind of cheap, but I think the other two are kind of pricey now, so I haven't really bothered. But I've kind of gone off sealed a little bit. So that's why I don't know why I finished it. Yeah. I started when that first couple of years, I was right into making sure I got something sealed from every set, and now I'm just with Scarlet and Violet. I haven't really bothered. I just concentrated more on the master sets. I had to pick one. It was
and
that Rebel space wise, I just don't have the room to be like endlessly buying sealed stuff. So
that is the problem with sealed, especially like the collection boxes. They're kind of fragile and they're kind of big, and then some of
those there.
That looks cool. That actually looks cool in the background with them all facing that way. That looks cooler than when they're actually like facing out. I think when you see them all lined up like that.
I feel like I could show more of them off.
Yeah,
it's an on side view like that.
But like you got to hold on to them too, because like I don't know if you are. A lot of guys now sell the ones from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. Some of them, and they're selling for like $150 a collection box, and you're like, oh my God, they were selling that. It came up for $29.
Yeah. It's painful. Yeah. When you realize ones that you just ripped endlessly, and now they're.
Do you ever think about that? Do you ever think, oh crap, I should have like held on to about 10 of them?
Yeah, mainly with Evolving Skies these days. I think about how much of that I ripped and how much a box is worth now.
It is painful. I went back to my
Yeah.
Instagram a while ago when Evolving Skies first started kicking up, and there was
Yeah.
me just with like, if you go to my Instagram, it's just me with like 10 Evolving Skies blisters because I just casually bought 10 for no reason from Kmart, you know. And
Yeah.
then the next day was another 10, and I'm like, oh my god, like
Oh, man.
idiots, all to get nothing out of it.
Hundreds.
All to get nothing out of it.
Hundreds I bought, yeah.
Yeah, but some of the cards, at least that set though, I think it's still overpriced because it's got the one big card, but there is still a few cards in that set that are still over the $100 mark.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in a sense, that's why people keep ripping it, yeah, because it's like, well,
Yeah,
at least
that's
if
why
you
the
don't
value's holding.
if you don't get the Umbreon, there's still like a few $200 cards. Like the Leafeon,
That's it.
is pretty pricey. That the one where he's on the grass.
Yeah, he's number 3. I think you got the Moonbaron, and then you got Rayquaza, Leafeon, and then the other evolutions, the Glaceon, Sylveon. So there's still heaps.
I still think the
over
Rayquaza is
$100.
a better card. I don't know, like,
Yeah,
I think it's
he
a better
was.
He was
was
higher at
number
one
one.
point. He was higher.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some Umbreon for no reason, or maybe there was a reason. I can't remember.
Somewhere.
Shut up.
Yeah, yeah. Somewhere along the line, he went above him because Moonbaron was number 2 for so long. In all my early videos, I say like I pulled the number 1 card and it's Rayquaza, and then people comment and say like, no, it's not. And then I'm just like, well, it was back then.
All the haters, mate, coming out to get
Yeah.
But I just want to go back for a sec. That Rebel Clash ETB, that's tell me if I'm wrong. That's the hardest ETB to find.
Is it?
Have you looked for the Rebel Clash ETB?
Not in any sort of hard way.
It's
no.
like because I went through the stage where it's like, I want to collect all the ETBs from Sword and Shield, and then I gave up on that when I started ripping all my sealed collection.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, all right, no more. So I'm a bit more better now, but I ripped all my ETBs and I definitely regret it. But
yeah,
the ETB for Rebel Clash, it's like no one has it. Like it's really hard. Like you go on eBay, it's hard to find. Amazon, it's pricey, or I don't even know if it's legit. But I've seen the Sword and Shield one, like at stores. Never seen the Rebel Clash one, like ever.
That's so weird. Maybe it was under. Maybe they didn't print that many. I don't know.
Maybe it was. It's a cool looking one too. Yeah. It's like yellow and it's got the
Yeah.
Was it the? I think it's the elephant on the whatever the elephant.
Yeah, the big Copperaja.
That's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks sick. But you know, you can't find that one anywhere.
I'm not gonna bother then.
Yeah.
I don't even bother trying to find it.
Go hunt it down, bro. Go hunt it down and then rip it on a video, bro.
Yeah. So I was collecting booster boxes as well at some stage, but I've started doing my live breaks. So I'm just trying to slowly work through them, use them for content. Because I told Jen I'd start selling some stuff, so I might as well make some content out of it too. So
yeah.
Trying to get into the live breaks in a little bit until I run out of stuff, and then I won't be able to do them anymore.
Yeah. Well, your breaks have been pretty good too, eh? You've been doing the 3-box breaks. And so
I've done 2 so far. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So like, have you been doing? They're ones obviously that you've been holding on to because you do some newer sets obviously, and then you do
it's
all
just stuff I have here. Yeah. The next one I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do 151 Crown Zenith and Astral Radiance.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Astral Radiance is a good set.
Yeah, I've got a booster box of that there, so I'll use that, and then I'll break down some 151 ETBs. Got them up there.
Oh, how many of them you got?
4, which is 36 packs. So that works.
Do you think, like, with something like that, see, now I've started collecting just the holiday sets. I like to hide them from myself so I don't get the itch, right?
Yeah.
So do you look at the 151 and think, like, well, hang on a minute, this might go up? Or do you just think, oh, nah, screw it, let's just do it for content, make the money back now?
Yeah,
you don't think about the long run of it?
Back and forth. Yeah. It's a constant dilemma. I'm like, 151 is obviously definitely going to go up after a while. Like, it's been too popular not to.
Yeah.
Like, it's brought so many people back into the hobby. It's starting to get harder to find. They recently did a restock of the ETBs, but they were going up like 100 and 120. They were getting up there, and now I found those for like 80. I got them cheap again.
Was it Kmart? You can say if it was Kmart.
No, actually, it was an online hobby store.
Really? Oh, there you go.
Just had them really cheap, and they had 20% off. They had them for 100, and then 20% off. So they were down to 80. But I got them. I grabbed them really quickly, and I was like, should I hold these, or should I just throw them into the next break to kind of get some like incentivize people to jump into the break because they want to see like a good set opened. So I was like, I'll just use them. I'll use them for a break. Hopefully I can find one more to keep sealed, and that'll do me. That's probably the only ETB I'll keep sealed from Scarlet and Violet so far is the 151.
Yeah.
I think.
How have you felt about Scarlet and Violet? Because I'm still not sold.
Yeah, a lot of
Four
people.
sets in, 5 sets in now. What are we in? Five?
Yeah, a lot of people aren't digging it so much. I don't know. It definitely feels very different to Sword and Shield. Um, but like just so much, like the cards looking different, the pull rates being changed. I don't know. Like I enjoyed 151 a lot, and um, certain sets, but like there's certain sets I've just not liked at all. Like
Yeah.
I liked all of Sword and Shield. There's no set that I particularly disliked, but with Scarlet and Violet, I didn't like base set. I didn't like Obsidian Flames because I basically had finished them in one sitting, and I'm just like, this wasn't fun. Like,
Yeah. Well, Obsidian's
and
Flames especially, I feel like everyone got a Master Set
it was so
first
tiny.
weekend.
Yeah, it was so tiny. But I enjoyed PALDEA. A lot of nice artworks in that, and there needs to be more than just one big chase card. I feel like,
Yes.
like a lot of those sets, it was like you don't. If you get the Charizard, that's it. Everything else is worth like dirt in Obsidian Flames. Yeah, but I like PALDEA because you've got like the Iono, then you've got the Magikarp, then you got the Tyranitar, so you got some cool stuff to chase from different rarities. But yeah, overall, it definitely. I'm waiting for something to come out that really like kind of wows me and excites me.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet. Yeah.
I think that's how I felt too. And I think it was also because Sword and Shield, especially, I feel like it ended very strongly. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it had, well, I think pretty much from Chilling Reign onwards, it was pretty sick. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
when the alternate arts kind of just came into it in battle styles, and then the very next set, there was just heaps of alts in Chilling Reign.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like brought some new exciting into collecting them again.
Yeah, and then
that's what I thought too. Yeah,
and like I was saying, like it kind of ended strong too, because obviously you had, was it Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, and then Crown Zenith was just like
Crown Zenith,
the best.
Yeah.
Like
Crown Zenith it's just so much fun to open, and it was such a good way for them to finish. Yeah,
yeah, just like, oh, let's just give you like, you all liked alts. Well, let's just have 50 of them, eh? Like,
yeah,
50 of them. Have an alt V Star, have an alt gold card, you know?
Yeah.
Which I thought
they
was
just
cool.
combined everything that everyone wanted. Like, yeah, it was great.
Pokemon's good at that,
we need something like that for Scarlet and Violet, I think.
Do you think maybe it's just because it's the early sets too? Like, because Sword and Shield kind of had some pretty, the first 3 sets are pretty rough.
Yeah. When you look back, you're like, that they were not fun in comparison to the rest of Sword and Shield. Like, I don't like opening anything pre-alts. It's just like, it's
pre-Chilling Reign.
Yeah. It just doesn't, you get the pack and you don't feel that kind of excitement, because like the best thing I can get out of this is a rainbow that's worth like $20.
Yeah. Well, what was it? It was like the Pikachu from Vivid.
And then that's the only thing.
And then before those, like the last 3 sets before that, like there's
nothing. I couldn't even tell you what
Gold,
the top card
Zashi,
is
and Zamazenta, I think, in Sword and Shield base. Like,
Oh,
the Snorlax. Sorry, there was the Snorlax, which looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But
it's the Rainbow Snorlax.
But that's probably it, eh?
And then Rebel Clash was like Marnie, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But see, that's the other thing about, I think there's also, I didn't really like about Scarlet Violet, was they kind of got rid of rainbows. And some people don't like rainbows. I think they're kind of crap and they ruin the artwork. I love rainbows. I thought the rainbows are cool. Like, I loved everyone who hit a rainbow. Like, I miss them.
Yeah, I miss them now. At first, I was like, yeah, something fresh. But now I'm just like, whoa, I kind of miss them. And I pull one in an older set, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of cool. I've missed seeing these.
Yeah, and I thought in my head, like, this is from my stupid, like, you know, money investing brain. Like, I was like, oh, maybe like the rainbows will all go up, but they kind of haven't. Like, nothing's really shot up. It's like, oh, maybe give it time. I don't know. Maybe like 2 years if they don't do something different.
Yeah.
But they've just,
I reckon they might bring them back.
They brought those in the new Wild Force, and what's the other one? They bought those pink cards, little pink.
Oh, the Ace Spec.
Yeah, what are they called? Ace Spec. Yeah. They're kind of cool. They look awesome. But they're only trainers.
I'm interested to see. Yeah. I'm keen to see if they look just as cool in English and what they do with them and how like rare they are. Yeah.
I feel like the English sets always they butcher anything that's hollow. Like, I feel like anything that's like sort of holographic and like textured in the Japanese
doesn't look as good.
It always looks way better in Japanese, I think. But
yeah, 100%.
You open a lot of Japanese too. Speaking of which, do you master set those as well? Do you master set them as well?
Tell
me you don't. That's like so much.
I started to. Yeah. then Japanese started going really crazy in price. It started coming down now, but it got to a point there where it was too expensive, and I just gave up. Like, it's like when the chase card from a new Japanese set was like a $800 waifu. It's just like, nah,
That was insane.
I'm not doing this.
I didn't get it. I don't know if I missed the. Did something happen to make that happen? Do you know? Like, I was sitting there buying $80 booster boxes, and then 1 minute they're 150, and the chase card's $800, like you say. And I'm like, what happened here?
No. I feel like there was some manipulation. There had to have been something going on behind the scenes there to cause that sudden ridiculousness. I don't know. People buying them out or something. There's a lot of people having opinions on why that happened, but I'm not an expert in it, so all I knew was I couldn't afford them. And now I can again. They're getting cheap again, which is really nice.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's also because a lot of it's strange how the chase card in Japanese just didn't transfer to English. Because I think it was the Miriam in Japanese was the first crazy one I think I saw. That was
huge,
going. But then like now it's under $90 in the English, and I'm like, well, hang on a minute, because I went to a card store and I didn't realize it had gone down so much. I went to a card store and they had like 6 of them. I'm like, what the hell? That's like, and he's like, no, man, like, haven't you checked the price recently? I'm going, no. And then I went on eBay. It was like $90. I'm like, oh, wow. And he goes, yeah, like it's.
I think maybe that's because it was so easy to finish that set. I don't know. It was easy to pull it in English. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Japanese set's like the one hitter box, which is such a weird. I don't know. It's a weird system. Like, you kind of have to.
Yeah, it's like on one hand, it's nice knowing you're going to get something, but then on the other, you're opening it. You get all the hits immediately. You've still got half a box, and you're just like, well, why do I bother?
when you pull that like $8 full art, and you're looking at it like with just absolute anger in you, like, you're 3 packs in, you've pulled the full art, and you're like, that's it. That's my box. Now I've got 27 more packs to get through, and I'm not going to enjoy it.
Actually, and then occasionally you get the error box. Like, I opened what was I opening? Recorded a video and I opened Cyber Judge and got 2 secret rares in one box. Totally unexpected. So that was nice.
How often does that happen though in Japanese, you reckon?
Not very often.
Very never? Like, about as often as you get
it's very rare, but it does happen.
Have you ever?
But then the weird thing was, like, you know how all this batching has been going on with English, and I go on and on about that. The 2 Cyber Judge boxes, the second one, I opened 2. The first one had an extra secret rare. The second one had the same secret rare and the same 3 art rares in it as the first box.
Yeah.
I could not figure that out. Exactly the same, except one had a bonus secret rare. I'm just like, how is that even a thing? How does that happen?
I've been skeptical of the Japanese batching for a while, because
I'm now a firm believer that they do it as well.
Yeah.
Like, that was ridiculous.
So I did a video of when I opened Starbirth, right? And then I did another one of Starbirth a few months later, and I was like, this is deja vu. Like, it was, and
exact same.
When you go back and look through the videos, I pulled the same cards except for the hit. You know what I mean? Like, the hit, the secret was different, but it was still all the same. I'm like, well, this is kind of not as fun.
Yeah.
And
it's so weird. It's bizarre. Like, I'd opened, I think, 5 Wild Force boxes and gotten the same full art twice, doubled up on one twice, and then like one new one. And it was just like, how did that happen? Like,
but
all from the same source. Like,
so a lot of people have been complaining about PALDEA, the new set, PALDEA. What's it called? Well, I can't even think of my brain right now.
PALDEA and Fates.
PALDEA and Fates. A lot of people have been saying that that's batched. Yeah, I think you were saying it as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bad. Because Midnight Trader's another mate. He opened up 3 cases and he pulled all the same stuff. No hits, all the same crap, and like.
Yep, that's happened to me, and that's you'll see that boxes. Yeah, well, I didn't open that much, but on a smaller scale, that happened to me. Yeah, and that's part of my descent into madness in the upcoming video. Just getting the same things over and over, and nothing big. Just like, if I see one more Clive full art, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like,
well, that's the thing. He reckons he pulled a bunch of Clives, like the same thing.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Although, did you see the last night? Someone won a PALDEA and Fates ETB off me.
Yeah.
Andy Eames. Just the one ETB. And I was like, I'd been joking about like, I've opened so much shit, and my biggest pull was Aono after like 200 packs. Like, I'm just like, this one ETB, if I pull anything that I need that's bigger, I'm going to like I'm just gonna cry. And then the first pack I opened for him.
Oh my god, that's infuriating.
Yeah.
That's infuriating. That's
So very happy for Andy. He's a great supporter of the channel, but that was a very hard pill to swallow.
But you had that ETB sitting in your
It was just
collection.
sitting there right in front of me, and I could have opened it for myself and given one of the others away, and I'm just like,
mate.
Yeah.
I'm
still.
Yeah, that is painful, eh? But that's the game, isn't it? Yeah, that's the horrible game. Like,
hopefully I've earned some good karma from that now, and like there's some good luck in my future. Like that's all I can hope.
you'll get 2 Charizards next week, yeah?
Oh, I hope so.
How much more of that are you opening? Are you done opening that now, or you?
I'll open. I'll get like one each of the. I think there's 2 more products coming out: the booster bundles and the premium collections. So I'll probably just do like a few booster bundles and one each of the 3 premium collections, and that'll be it.
You get a master set this one?
Yeah. Shiny treasure as well. I don't know why I'm doing both. It's a horrible decision.
That's what I was saying. So do you master set Japanese? Do you actually?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I don't generally, but shiny treasure, I made an exception because I pulled the Zard in my first box, 3rd pack. So I'm like, I'm taking this as a sign.
Yeah,
I pulled that Zard in Japanese. It's like straight away.
Yeah, I did see that video. Yeah. That was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So I'm like, I still need to get the Iono. I think they're going back and forth in which one's the highest value in shiny treasure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna just keep going for it. Their boxes are so cheap now. Like it's really nice.
They're only like 80, 90 bucks, some of the shiny treasures, aren't they?
Yeah, I can get them for like 70, 75 now. So it's like it's less than an ETB. Like
there you go, exactly. So it's worth. And how many? There's only 10 packs in those ones, though, isn't there?
Yeah, but you're gonna get 3 babies. You're gonna get a secret rare and potentially a second SIR or a second big hit trainer or something. Yeah,
I suppose that's pretty good.
Or a gold pack.
You buy 2 packs of them, and that's still less than a English booster box.
Yeah,
it's theoretically
it's
still,
so good.
And English. Oh, you can't even get booster boxes in that set either, right? You can only get the ETBs, which cost an arm and a leg, and then they're all batched and you get nothing. But I'm
thinking of doing a video just saying shiny treasure is better than PALDEA Fates.
Yeah,
like, it's just more fun and like
the first
price-wise, you can get more.
Yeah. Do you think it's better? Like, do you actually think it's better?
I do. I've been enjoying it more.
Yeah,
I've got to say. PALDEA Fates. It could be because PALDEA Fates has treated me so badly.
I actually did all right. So the first I opened 5. I think it was 4 boxes of PALDEA Fates, and I was like having PTSD of Shining Fates, like bad luck, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be this crap all over again.
Yeah.
But then the other night when I opened up another 5 boxes, it was just like,
it just
got the new baby shinies. Oh, it was perfect.
I saw that. I was just like, man, I was at that stage. I think I don't even know if I'd pulled any SIRs, and I'm just watching everyone else get them like straight away. I'm just like, this is doing my head in.
But see, now I'm at that stage where I'm like, oh, I did so well. Like, do I try and master set it? And then, I know, right? And I've got another 5, which I'm trying to keep because I'm trying to keep 5 ETBs of each. Yeah, I did. But I'm trying to do this thing now where I'll open 5, keep 5, just because I'm really trying to start collecting sealed now because I'm sick of watching everything go up and then thinking, oh, I had that. I had 2 of them. Right. So, but then it's like that balance of like, how much do you spend? How much do you keep? How much do you rip? How much do you sell? How much do you trade? Like, because I haven't actually sold anything in the last few months. I've actually got stuff piling up that I got to sell. But how do you know what to sell? How do you decide what to sell and to give away? Because you do a lot of giveaways. You got your little mystery box thing. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, my stack of hits. Yeah. Over the side of me here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'll do up main listings for sets and then put everything that I get in one initial go. And then if I open up packs like way later and I can't be bothered listing them, I'll just put them in the stack of hits.
Yeah.
Like I'll randomly get a nice rainbow or something and be like, oh, I'm not going to just update the listing for this one rainbow. Like it's $20. I'm just going to put it in the stack of hits and someone can pull it. But like GOODTIMEZ bought 10 off me last night. So they're generally, it's a nice little way to like sell a bit of extra, and they're good for giveaways too. Just like hit 40 likes, 4 pulls from the stack, bang, giveaway done. Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. That's like
about it.
That is good, actually, because like that is one good thing about Pokemon having a Pokemon live channel as well. Like, it is good to you've got a product to give away, right? Which kind of also helps with like memberships, for example, right? Like, well, you could actually tell us about this because you're a part of the YouTube program now, aren't you, mate?
Oh, yep.
Yep. Got the memberships running, so you're on that
8 months
sweet
now.
ad revenue money, like.
That's sweet. $2 per video. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hey, man, that's $2 more. That's like 3 videos. It's a pack, bro.
But, yeah, that's true.
But you do make I think the idea is like you don't really think about the ad revenue literally until you're like way at the top, right? But you can still make a bit of kickback from the memberships and tips and all that 100%. Crap as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, you've got
yeah. Ad revenue is like it's cents unless you're getting like thousands upon thousands of views. It's like the lowest on the tier of ways to make money back once you're a YouTube partner.
Yeah.
Memberships definitely number one when you're a smaller channel. I think I got told that fairly early on is like concentrate more on your memberships. That's going to be where you make your money until you've grown enough to be getting way more views on your videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100% memberships.
But
that's the thing. You've got a good enough community around you.
Yeah, and it's good. It's that thing with memberships, like I said, with the Pokemon, there's always something to give away. There's always something new that someone wants. There's always cards. There's always, and then you can entice them with the bigger stuff like the ETBs and like collection boxes and booster boxes. But I just lost my train of thought again. Sorry, bro. I'm very
You're right.
I didn't go to bed till
this.
Was that? I'm new and I didn't go to bed till 2:00 in the morning. I was up all night watching Chevy Chase. Was it Vegas Vacation? So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it wasn't. It was a really crappy movie. I wasted my time watching it. It wasn't worth how tired I am right now, mate. What was I saying? I fully lost my train of thought. I'm so bad at this, mate. What were we talking about?
You'll get better.
We're talking about.
This is my first time I've ever done any podcast.
You haven't done a podcast before?
No.
That's good. So hopefully you get a lot out of it. So I probably should be asking you a lot more deeper and involved questions, eh?
No, this is good.
Actually, no, I did want to ask you another thing, actually. Do you collect One Piece? Because I've seen you collect other things too. Like, do you collect other card sets? Or do you just... Was it you? You opened One Piece, though. I'm pretty sure I've seen you open One Piece before.
Oh, Julesie's opened... My stepson, Julesie, he's opened some on my live streams. He's got a One Piece binder. He had it down here last night. I got him a custom sticker made for the front. Yeah. It's Julesie's One Piece binder. He was really psyched. But yeah, he's really into the One Piece. So he was showing off his cards there last night. So I buy cards for him.
Yeah.
It's like on birthday and Christmas and stuff like that. We get him a booster box. And then he likes to open some of it on the channel here and there. And
where do you
But One Piece is getting so expensive. Like, I don't know
that's another thing, eh? It's like, it's blowing up. And then I heard about One Piece, was it a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago? And I was like, someone was telling me about it. And I'm like, listen, man, I'm still doing the Pokemon thing, whatever. Like, I don't need another card set to like... And my mate was like, "Nah, man, this is gonna blow up." I'm going, "You'll never hear about this again." Boy, was I wrong. Okay, I'll say it right now. I was wrong, man. I was like, this One Piece. Don't worry about it. This will be a dead card game. But then One Piece, it's kind of people are talking about it. Eh?
Crazy.
Just,
You've seen the first set? It's a year old, just over a year old. OP1.
Yeah.
And it's over 1,000 for a box.
It's insane. Now. It's ridiculous, eh? I'm thinking
that's unheard of for something that's only a year and a bit old. Like,
it's the hype, eh? It's got the show, it's got the movie, the cartoon, like, because the cartoon's been around for a while, eh?
Yeah,
And that's what I mean. And then the game's just come out and it's just blown up. And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
and the Netflix live action show kind of brought in a few people too, I think.
Yeah. So they're definitely pumping money into it because it's been a while since I was talking about this recently. Like, it's been a while since I've seen like a card game just sort of like really kind of take off. Because obviously, when you think about Pokemon in the 90s, right? It was the biggest thing. Like, it was huge. Like, it was dumb. Like, it was on literally the news. Everywhere. The news was doing things about it. Current Affair was doing articles about it, yeah? Like, even if you weren't into it, you knew what the hell it was. Like,
you couldn't avoid it, no.
100%. Like, I always say, like, I didn't care about Pokemon back in the day. Like, I was into Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. But, like, I knew that if you still to ask me what was the biggest thing in primary school, I'd say it was Pokemon. Nothing was bigger than that, like, at all. I remember the last grade 6, everyone playing it. Just everybody, like, But there you go. Here we are now, and then and then Dragon Ball Z was kind of always there, but not really. Like, it's kind of been the.
Oh, I was right into the show Dragon Ball Z, but it wasn't on the same level.
Yeah,
it's Pokemon.
Yeah, so One Piece is coming out. Well, One Piece has got to take over the old MetaZoo. Since MetaZoo.
Yeah. What MetaZoo's RIP. Gone.
Do you ever collect MetaZoo?
No.
What was MetaZoo? People kept trying to sell me MetaZoo, like, oh, you're into Pokemon, you'll love MetaZoo. I'm like, I don't know if I will, mate. Like, I don't think it's on the...
I couldn't get into it. No, I saw some of the art. I'm just like, nah, it's not for me.
Yeah. Do you collect sports cards or anything like that, or it's just Pokemon? It's just Pokemon.
It's just been Pokemon. Yeah, I've dabbled in a little bit of Dragon Ball Super and a little bit of One Piece with Julesy, but yeah, no, it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
For me.
Is that the goal, to be the big YouTube channel? Make it go full time?
Yeah. Okay. I think that'd be everyone's dream. I think that
not to go to work on Monday. That's my dream.
Yeah. I think realistically, a more realistic goal in the short term would be successful enough that it's like a self-funding hobby sort of thing.
Yeah,
I think that would be amazing. Yeah,
you're on the way there though, eh? 100%.
I hope so. I hope so. I guess you got to keep it up, and sometimes you just think, man, the growth has not been enough to justify the time, and it's just like how much more do I need to push, sort of thing.
Did you have that unrealistic expectation? Did you, like when you started doing the YouTube channel, were you like, oh yeah, I'll be at 1,000 subscribers in like a month? Oh yeah, I'll have. I thought it was going to be easy, or did you like?
Did you? No, I never really.
I could have just been stupid, but I thought I was like, oh, this YouTube thing is going to be. I shit you not, right? I thought like, oh, this is going to be easy. I'll be at 1,000 subs in no time, 4,000 hours, easy. And then you realize none of that's true.
I was pretty realistic with my from the get-go. I think I was like, because I never really like found something that I was exceptionally good at, so I was like, I'll give this a go. Probably going to be hard. See, I enjoy it though. I enjoy editing. So for the first year or so, I wasn't even in the community at all. I was just making videos by myself, putting them on YouTube, getting like, if I was lucky, maybe I'd crack 100 views.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, like that'd be exciting if I saw it hit 100. But that whole first year, basically, before I met anyone, I was just on my own, just pumping out videos in my spare time.
So you got no friends in the community like before that? Like,
no, like I don't know what happened. I think I jumped on Instagram at some point, and oh man, I can't even. Who did I first meet? I think GOODTIMEZ was there near the beginning for me. I remember seeing him and thinking, oh man, this big guy in the community. Like, I'd strive he was over 1,000 subs at the point. I'm just like, it'd be great just to be there.
Yeah.
And now we're like really good mates, and it's like. We chat nearly every day, and it's just like, thinking back then, I was like idolizing him as this guy, like, oh man, it'd be great to just be like someone that everyone likes like that. But then he invited me in one of his group chats, and then I started meeting other people, and I brought more people in, and yeah, it's just the community changed this whole thing for me. Like, if I'd met the community and become part of it, I don't think I'd still be doing this. Because by myself, yeah, it was just.
That's a good point though, eh? Like, because I think it's a lot of the time, because I have the very, very frequent, why do I do this? I kind of got to give this up, blah, blah, blah. But then like, I see someone else doing something that kind of inspires me. And then like you say, the group and the chats and like everyone chatting together, and like, it's cool always hearing everyone else like go, oh no, I'm having a shit time, or no, I didn't get no pulls either. Because I like hearing people's successes as much as I like hearing their, not failures, but like, the setbacks, I'll say, because that's, because you have the same ones. Like you got tech difficulties all the time, and I'm like, oh sweet, it's not just me. Because when your computer's crashing, you're like, oh, I'm the only dickhead who hasn't updated his computer. I'm the only guy who hasn't got the good enough internet. And then you realize, oh no, we're all the same. We're all like, we're all just a bunch of guys like trying to figure out, like learn.
A bunch of guys with busy lives trying to squeeze this in somewhere and figure it out. And
I need to find enough time to like, research what's the best light to make my face not look so stupid. And I still don't even get that right. Fuck, this light's.
Yeah, I haven't really researched any of that. I just turned them on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, behind the scenes, like how much effort do you put into like setting up your rig, like setting up your screens and like your like all that? Like how much do you put into it, like in terms of the techie side of it, I guess?
I mean, not a huge amount. I mean, I've got my mic on an arm. I've got my second arm for the camera. I've got 3 lights, 2 ring lights. They're crappy old Kmart ones that are half broken and are taped onto the stands, and I need to...
Your lighting's pretty good. Your lighting's really good, by the way. I was actually thinking that before. Thanks. I was like, he's very well lit up.
Yeah, it also helps. I think it helps them in a garage, so I have like a light above me as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But when I do my videos now, I try to turn the main garage light off, and then I have like a backlight thing that goes on the wall, and a little light up Pikachu in the thing there, just to try and get a bit more of that cool kind of ambience going on, like you've got in the background there.
Yeah. Oh, I still crack it at like how the light looks. I've got a window right next to me here, which is like in the daytime now, like it's sending too much light onto the back, but is what it is. Yeah. But like I'm that guy. I'm the guy that sits there and complains about like the light, but then people watching go, I don't know what the frick you're talking about, mate. Like I couldn't care less. Like open up the packs. As long as the cards
very
look
critical
good.
of my lighting.
Yeah. I bought another light yesterday actually. Yeah, I bought another light yesterday. Oh, that's why my face is doing this. I forgot to turn this light on. I'm only just realizing why my face is. I'm like, why does my face look like the way it does? Oh, anyway, I didn't set it up before. Too late now. Anyway, there you go. See, tech issues. Yeah. The whole time I'm watching this, going, why does my face look different today? It's because I haven't set up my light to the side that I usually set up. See, listen. See, I was gonna say, what do you use for your cameras? Like, do you use for if you don't mind? You don't have to tell me. I'm just like,
no, I don't mind.
I like to know like the behind the scenes stuff because your face camera is very clear too.
Yeah, so I've got an old iPhone as my face cam.
Yeah.
My mum donated it. Thank you, Mum.
Thanks, Mum.
And then I just use my phone, which is a newer iPhone, but not the newest.
Yeah.
I use that as my card cam. I just have it on the crane, down like that.
Yeah, mad.
Bang.
Yeah, because
I've got another old phone here. This was my old face cam, and it started to break. Like it literally just busted.
Oh wow,
open.
It is like broken, yeah.
Like it overheated and busted open. So I'm like, yeah, I need a new one. And my mum's like, here, just take my old phone. And
yeah,
it looks better. Yeah.
No, it's good. It looks good because like my iPhone has died on me. It doesn't transfer data between the phone and the PC anymore. So
no.
I don't know why, but it looks like one of the terminals inside's broken. So I've had to use the 12-year-old's phone. I have to keep. Come on, I'll give you $10. They're like, give us your phone for like 2 hours. I need your phone for like 2-3 hours so I can do a live stream. She's getting pretty sick of it, so I'll have to like.
I was thinking, we gave the 11-year-old Jen's old iPhones. It's his first like proper smartphone, and I'm like, I think about doing a third camera, I'll have to borrow his, and I can do like Pokebolt style, like a third camera over here. I can just kind of turn and like react to it.
Yeah,
but something like that could be cool. But I'd have to borrow his phone.
Well, so I've got like a spare what do you call it, like a webcam. I've been thinking about doing the alternate camera thing now, and now I'm just like, I can't be bugging. I'm too lazy.
It's a lot, yeah. It's a lot. I'm just like, I could try and sort that out, then I barely have time to sit down and record as is. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna record I'm just gonna keep it how it is for now.
Oh yeah, I'm so lazy when it comes to that. Like I sit down, press record or like stream, and that's kind of how I like it now. Like I haven't done long form in like ages. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I've like sat down. Maybe like PALDEA Revolve was probably the last long form video. I can't even tell. Yeah, I got bored of it, eh? Like I just got sick of like trying to learn how to edit. It's easy when I can just go live and talk crap, eh?
Yeah. Some people that's just their jam. Like that's what they prefer. I mean, if you're not properly invested in the editing side of things, I can see how it would get kind of a drag trying to do it all the time.
And that's something that kind of like not brings me down, but like, well, I shouldn't bring me down either because like I am lazy. My own laziness is what sets me back.
You need to hire an editor.
I've thought about it. Like I'm even that lazy. I'm like, but like I don't know. Like I feel like I should learn how to do it. Yeah, like because you do everything yourself. Yeah, and then most guys I know who do it. Like that's how you learn. You learn by knowing what you want. But then like you look at all the big guys too, and then like Pokevolt's got an editor, and then you go Rev's got an editor, and you go Chloe's
you
got
notice
an editor.
His change in quality, it's noticeable Pokevolt when he is editing himself to when he got his editor. Like the change was like very noticeable.
Oh, real? I can't.
Go back and watch a lot of his old videos compared to now, and it's like,
it's just like, but he's got a good personality. Like, so he's easy.
Yeah.
I would think that someone like him's very easy to edit because he's very
100%.
over the top. He's very pumped. He's like always on point. Like he makes something out of nothing. Like he's. But then you look at someone like Cool Trainer Ryan, like you were saying before, he doesn't do any editing. He does like one little skit, and then he rarely cuts anything out through the whole video.
Yeah,
I think he just lets it play.
Easiest. He must. I think he just sets up his like OBS or Streamlabs, I think, and then just presses play and goes, and then just cuts that out, bang, uploads it, does the thumbnail. That's it.
Oh mate. Yeah. Now you see that he just rips off all Leon Hart's thumbnails. Have you seen him doing
Oh,
that?
it's beautiful.
It's
He's even found a way to shortcut his thumbnails too.
Yeah,
Just stick his face on.
just take someone else's. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's succeeding. Like,
he's killing it, right? I wonder if it's because it's the whole. A lot of the Pokemon is very PG, and which is kind of needs to be as well because it is like a kids game, yeah. Because like,
yeah,
it is a kids. At the end of the day, it is a kids thing. But like, obviously, a lot of adults are into it because when it started, we were all kids, yeah. Like,
yeah.
So, but like, he just comes in, swears, drinks, like
he's filling a niche within a niche, like that no one else is really doing, And so I think it's just taken off. Like,
well,
I don't know. I'm surprised someone else hasn't tried to emulate him yet. Like,
I feel like people do. I feel like there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
Well, not
maybe people
emulate,
have.
but I feel like I think he's just a likable guy. He's kind of young.
Yeah, he's got the personality to go with
good
it.
looking. He looks like a generic TikToker. Like, he just does. Like, I'm not trying to rip on him. He just looks like something. He looks like a dude off TikTok. Like, if I was to show him to my missus and go, "Who's that?" She's like, "I don't know," but he looks like he's off TikTok. Is exactly what she would say. So he kind of has that younger look where it's like, you know, someone like Volt maybe. Well, Volt's nearly. He might have hit 100,000 today. I think, hasn't he? He's 100,000 subs.
Oh yeah, mate. He was close.
He was like 99 point something yesterday, so he might be at 100K today. But like, you know, older guys, family, still try to keep it PG. How do you try to do it, right? So how do you look at it? Do you go, I'm going to make a video, I'm going to keep it PG so it's family friendly, or do you have or you just do it how you want to do it?
It's tough, hey. Like, I thought about going at more adult, but then you think about like how much of your audience you've already built up is younger, and you're going to be like ostracizing them if you start doing adult content. So it's really tough. Like, sometimes I want to just swear and just go crazy in a video, and it's just like, I think in one of my recent ones, I went to swear and I realized, and I kind of just sat there in silence for a second because I'm just trying to think of another word. It's like, that's how much I'm trying to avoid it, because I'm like, I know a big part of my audience is younger kids, so I'm like, I don't know, I think I got to kind of just got to stay faithful, true to them, and not make it too adult.
Yeah, it is.
It'd be nice to have like an offshoot, I guess, like an adults only sort of thing, but that's just too much work.
Yeah, it is. It is that fine line of like, it's a kids game.
Yeah,
it's kids are gonna.
I try to have just little jokes in there for the adults that kids might not get sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely try and do that. Like, I had I had the young one. I had Izzy. She's like 10, so I had her doing a video the other day, like a live, and she did really well. Like, she was very nervous and whatnot, very shy, but you know, there was jokes coming in through the chat, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to make it. So I just made jokes I knew would go completely over her head, you know. So hopefully it's kind of funny, and hopefully it's like, you know, but at the same time it's like, it is what it is. Like, you know, you still got like, we're all here for Pokemon, but there's still a bunch of degenerates in the chat still like talking shit. Like, you know,
you gotta be careful. Like, I'm lucky that like last night on my live last night, Jules took over for a solid like nearly half an hour. I had to go and help with the babies, and like we just like, it was either stop the stream or just let him sit here and talk to people. And so I'm just like, well, Jules, there you go. This is what you wanted. He wants to be a YouTuber so bad, and he actually did really well. Like, we were watching. Jen was watching upstairs on her phone, and he's really engaging with the chat, and he's like funny. Like, people are laughing at what he's saying, and he's just like, great. Now his ego is just gonna soar.
Well, are you gonna help him set up a channel now?
Well, that's what we're wondering, because like we thought he was too young, but he's only 11, so I think we've got to wait a little bit. But I think I could have him on mine a bit more, and like I know I could like rely on him to take over for a little bit. Yeah, he's really good at it. Yeah, but it's just, he's got to be careful, because he's only 11, and if like the wrong person comes in the chat. But luckily I had good mods running it, and they were deleting anything that was spammy or inappropriate. So I think as long as you've got that, people looking out for him, I think it's all right. Yeah.
It is hard, eh? Because we got the 10-year-old and the 12-year-old now, and like the 12-year-old wants nothing more than to be a famous YouTuber. Like,
that's what Jules wants.
100%. And you asked, doing what? And she's like, makeup. And it's like, oh God, here we go. This has already started. Like, go to your room, lock the doors, and don't do nothing ever again. Like, but it's like, no, you know, like, but it's just, but we're at the same stage now. We're like, oh, do you let them? Do you guide them? Do you go see what you want to do? Yeah. So now we're just trying, like with Izzy, she really wanted to do it. So I was like, all right, we'll get her in the Pokemon one for a bit, see how she likes it. And then, you know, Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
The internet's a strange, scary place. I'm scared of it.
Yeah. Jules wants to do ASMR. I think that's what his latest thing is. He's right into the ASMR recording
stuff. That's weird. Yeah, I don't like it.
There's whole channels of it, and they're getting objects and like doing it right near the microphone. And yeah.
I don't get it.
He goes to sleep to it. It's so weird.
It hurts my brain. That's the kind of thing that hurts me the most. Like, I'm sitting here buying like ETBs and booster boxes, and there's someone on the internet doing infinitely better than me, scrunching up a piece of cardboard into a microphone.
Getting 50,000 views.
It does my head in. Do you ever get? I was gonna say, does that ever piss you off? Right? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I've seen channels, and it's literally a phone camera, opening packs, no talking, and they open packs for like 5-6 seconds, and they have like 20,000 views on it. Not a short, long form. And then,
my head in.
And then they'll do another one, and that's got 5. And like, I watched some, I don't know who it was. I'm assuming it was a kid. It looked like a kid, but you couldn't see. It was all, and there was like hundreds of videos. No talking.
I've seen similar. Yeah.
And they go for like a minute or two. They might even open 2-3 packs, and then some of them have like 20,000 views. And I'm like, that person's like obviously monetized now. Like, has to be. Like,
he's putting absolutely
what the hell?
No effort. Yeah.
No effort.
He's literally just going bang bang, no lights, open a pack, and he's getting like money from that. Yeah, it does my head in. Yeah.
I feel like now starting a second channel, like of just like doing it myself, just doing my hands and see what like, you know, just knowing what I know now about Pokemon, and then like
a secret channel. No one knows who you are. It's just your hands opening shit. And
well, I know it's my stupid hands, but like, it's like I'll do gloves. I'll wear gloves or something. I'll wear black gloves and open cards. Maybe that'll be a thing.
I hate those guys who wear gloves and open cards.
It's a weird thing, eh? Nah, you see those guys
so
opening.
Bizarre.
You watch the guys. The only time I think it kind of does make sense is like the hardcore basketball card opening people. And
And
they wear like not the rubber ones, but like the fluff like free, and like it is still kind of cringe though, eh? Like, you know, because you know you'll blast.
I saw someone wearing surgical blue gloves opening Pokemon cards. Just like, bro, no.
I've seen them before, eh? It's like, because remember there was a thing when we were growing up, eh? Like that was a thing. A lot of people used to say, yeah, but it's never been touched by a human hand, right? Do you remember that? Like, my mum was like, you know, but this has never been touched by a human hand, and that was the thing. And it's like, collectors don't care now, mum. Like, put your hands all over it as long as it's not scratched. They don't care if it says PSA 10. They don't give a crap who's touched it, eh?
No, I'm glad things aren't like that anymore.
Yeah. Do you grade cards? I was gonna ask you that too.
I need to get into it. I haven't yet. I've hit up Brody. Brody plays.
He's hardcore into it, eh?
He's hardcore into it. Like every second week he's setting a sub off. Like it's insane. He's trying to get his full Sword and Shield PSA 10 set, so he's just going hard.
Oh, the alts, all the alts.
Yeah, he wants all the alts from Sword and Shield in a 10, which would be absolutely insane.
How many's that?
I sold him the Moonbryon. Yeah.
Oh, did that come back? Was that the one that came back in a 10?
It was the first one he got back in as a 10. Yeah, that one that I dropped. That I opened.
And he got it for a 10. Oh god.
Yeah, and then he must have bought a second one, and he's had a second one come back at 10 as well. So I think he's going to sell that one. It's crazy.
That's insane.
I've still got one more spare Moonbryon here that I'm going to send with him and try and get a 10 of them for myself as well.
Would you be gutted though if it comes back a 9 and you sold him the 10?
Yeah, because he picked. He was looking at them both, and he's like, I'll take this one, you keep that one.
You're like, what's wrong with that one?
Yeah. But he was umming and ahhing for so long. He was looking at both, and he just couldn't decide. And I think a second guy had to give him an opinion. So this one's pretty good.
So they're all pretty good. Well, that's all right. At least it's not like my Giratina. You see my Giratina? It's like the most off-centered, covered in print dots. Rough. It's like a 7 at best. At best, it's a 7. It's so gross. It offends me.
I don't know what's worse. Oh, you pulled another one though, didn't you?
I did, but that's still pretty off. That might come back at 8 or a 9, and that would be all right.
Oh yeah.
This one, the other one actually has like print dots. Like someone sprayed. It looks like someone's got a paintbrush with like. And just flicked, you know, you do the thing with the paintbrush and you flick it on the back, and it looks like I've done that. Yeah, ouch. I didn't like that. That was pretty rough.
I don't know if it's better that I've never pulled it or to pull that. Nice.
You haven't pulled the Giratina? Is that the one you're still chasing? I've never pulled it. Is that the one you're still chasing?
No, I gave up. I gave up and bought it. I couldn't justify opening any more Lost Origin.
Yeah,
like I'd gone totally overboard. That and Brilliant Stars, I just had to give up. And the Gengar from Fusion Strike had to give up and just buy them.
Yeah.
to finish Sword and Shield. I couldn't justify it.
I gotta buy the Charizard, and the last thing I have from the last 2 cards from Brilliant Stars is the Charizard alt and a freaking reverse Bibarel.
That's right.
Yeah.
I keep asking everyone for reverse.
Do you have one? Do you have one, bro?
I don't think I do. I thought I did, but I can have another look. I've got so much. I keep finding Brilliant Stars reverses just in random places because I opened so much of it.
Yeah.
Back when it came out, that I had so much. I couldn't even list all the stuff I was selling, so I was just shoving it everywhere, and I'm finding like random piles of it everywhere.
Yeah. I got rid of a lot of Brilliant Stars because I didn't plan on master setting it, so I gave away. Yeah. I sold so much of that bulk. I had same thing. I opened up a bunch of Brilliant Stars, but this is when it came out. And it was cheap here, and the bulk is like long gone. And then after like 8-9 months, I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I will master set that set. And it's like, oh god, why? You know, same as Crown Zenith. I'm still trying to finish that after I gave away like literally like 3 ETBs full of bulk away at that. And then I decided, oh yeah, I'll do it now. And I probably gave half of them away.
Very nice. Yeah. So you're jumping in my next break then, Crown Zenith.
Yeah, what are you doing? Crown Zenith 151.
151 Crown Zenith Astral Radiance. Yeah.
I will do that because I love Astral. I actually just finished Astral Radiance recently. I got the last card wherever that is floating somewhere. So I've just master set. I've been meaning to do a I actually want to start getting back into long form, and I want to start doing just cheap long form videos because I can't afford to do lives and that. But I was going to do like a binder video of just all my all of them in one hit. So just say this is my Sword and Shield binder collection, just like done, because I think I only.
Oh yeah, nice.
What have I done? 5. I've master setted 5, I think, but I'm waiting to finish off the last couple too.
Decent, still very decent. 5 master sets.
Oh, very decent. You with your how many master sets? 25, 30. Have you ever gone back and done?
I need to do a video.
You should do a massive binder like video because your collection is insane.
It's in the planning stages. Yeah, it's just going to be a big effort, and it's going to be a long video because I'm going to have to go through every single binder down here.
Bad. Do you have
I'm gonna do like every binder I have, but then like focus on the Sword and Shield ones. But I'm gonna just show everything in one video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
That's my most successful video on the channel. Is the last one I did 2.5 years ago where I showed my binders.
It was. Like I watched that video. Hey, that's got a few thousand watches on it.
Yeah, I need to do an updated version of that, basically. I think that's what that's telling me.
Do you ever, I was going to say, do you look at your old videos and go, "Oh, that worked. Might have to do 20 of them."
Oh, always. I get so frustrated when like I'll do a video that I think is great, thumbnail looks great, everything seems like it should be good title, and then it will just get 200 views, and I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? Like.
That's I stopped looking at analytics now. Like I had this conversation with GOODTIMEZ. Like I had to stop looking at analytics because it brings me down. It makes me think the wrong things, and it's like every time I just come to the same conclusion. It's like, why am I doing this?
GOODTIMEZ is great. He brings you back, and he's just like, stop worrying so much about this and that, and just Harry's good for that too. He brings you back down.
Harry has been actually good behind the scenes. Me and him chat a lot now. We do our maths thing, so we chat after that about things and all the tech side. And I'm like, he's like, dude, just stop thinking about it.
It's so easy to get bogged down in it. Yeah,
it's true.
And then to see someone doing basic stuff and getting 1,000 views instantly, and it's just like, should I just be doing that? Like,
but I get mad at my own videos when they do good as well, because not that I do well, but I did one a year and a half ago. It was the Star Wars when they brought out the Weiss Swice, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I just opened that. It's a crappy video, like I pulled nothing crazy. But for some reason that's always in the algorithm, constantly like just slowly racking up views in the background there for no reason. Like my other videos aren't doing that, but this Star Wars one,
most random. Yeah,
and like the video is crap, and it really pissed me off too because it was like an older video too when I was really not putting much effort into anything. And
that annoys me too. Yeah,
and my camera is actually very jittery. Like it was, I had something set up wrong on OBS, and it's very like jaggedy the video. But then that's the one that obviously people are clicking on for whatever reason. And I'm like, oh god,
that's their first impression of you.
Yeah, their first impression is like this jerk with like a crappy like camera. I'm like, no, like come watch the live videos.
That 13K video of mine. It's like I filmed that so early, and it looks so bad compared to what I do now. But that's generally everyone's first impression of me. I feel like I need to put a comment there and pin it and say like, "This is really old. Go and my videos are so much better now. Just go and watch something new."
but obviously you did something good that's in the algorithm and the title's working or the thumbnails doing like you've done something perfect here, eh? Like that's the argument. You can sit there and go, "Oh, it doesn't look that good," but obviously something perfect happened for it to get to where it is. Yeah. Which is like you say, it's annoying because in your head you're probably thinking, "Yeah, but what is that?"
Yeah.
Do I just do binder videos every day?
Yeah. Oh no. Well, that's my next video is going to be a binder video. I've gone back to try that again.
Yeah.
So my next, it's taking so much longer to edit. I did a Shiny Treasures binder, so I'm going back to that old style of just building it on camera, then opening some boxes, and they generally do really well for me. So
yeah,
I'm going to try that again this weekend. I'll drop it. I think maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Gotta finish it off, do a little bit of voiceover and a bit of music, and it should be done.
Yeah.
Oh, basic thumbnail, just the binder with my hand putting a card into a sleeve, and like those ones seem to just do really well.
Your thumbnails are really good. Your thumbnails are really good. Like they're exactly what they should be. They're basic, they to the point, they're funny, and they're colorful and they're bold. Like, is that one thing you put a lot of effort into now? Like just making sure your thumbnails like.
I go back and forth between like, do I just copy what seems to be working for all the other big ones, or do I try and do something really unique? And it's like, you got to try and find some sort of balance, I think, because neither seems to be really working. So I'm like, I don't know. I'll do a thumbnail and everyone will say it's great, and then the video still doesn't do well. So I'm just like, what do I need to change?
Yeah.
Is my face just not nice? Like,
it's it's a hard thing. Like, it's like the thumbnail thing is that exact thing you said is the exact same thing that I think every Pokemon guy or every YouTuber in general does. Like, you go, so I do the face with the, and then like, you know, is that
off-putting, or is that something that works? And it's just like, it seems to go back and forth. And like, I don't know. And then
you look at like Volt, and he uses the same 3 faces for every thumbnail.
Literally has just 3.
It's like 3, and then like you think,
photoshopped into his hand like this. Like,
just... I love that. I've been thinking about making a video on like the YouTube hand. Because everyone has this. Everyone has the fake hand that's like photoshopped in. Like, I'm not even convinced it's theirs. Like, but I did that. Oh, who did I do that? I did one of them recently where I had a fake hand. I can't remember. I made a thumbnail for, it was either me or one. It might have been one of my videos where I used a fake hand, and I got like, and I had to like change because it was different like color to my skin. So I had to like edit it so we both had like a tan. Like, freaking, which video was that? Oh, there was something recently I did, and I did it, and it was just some generic off the internet hand. It was actually a hand doing this, like it was like doing a weird puppet thing, and then I just turned it upside down, took it to the bottom of the screen, and then put like the ETB or whatever it is in there. And I'm like, that's what they're all doing. Nice. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you know, what's the
nice? I've never thought about just using a generic hand. It's always my hands that I've filmed. But that's a good idea. It's just grab one off.
I feel like half the time the ones you see, because you'll see it'll be like a weird. It's always like the Pokemon, like the person sitting there, and you'll see just them. They're cut from the shoulders, and then just like hands coming up, like holding like it's just weird. Like, when you look at it, like aesthetically, you go, that actually does look kind of weird. But because you got to try and shove it into like a thumbnail, it's kind of how it is, isn't it? Like,
some of them make it work. Volt makes it work. Whatever he's doing.
When you go down to analyzing thumbnails, like rabbit hole, thumbnails are all shit. Like, they're all crap.
Yeah.
Like, it's Mr. Beast is the only guy who has a good thumbnails, yeah? Like, it's literally him and him alone.
But he spends, what, like $10,000 on my thumbnail? Like,
he does
some
like
ridiculous thing.
5 thumbnails. He had a video once, and they were showing, and they had like 10 different thumbnails for one video. Yeah. And this is before they even
trial them, and
this is before they even had that 3 thing, though.
He was doing it himself.
Yeah, he was already
YouTube was letting you.
They should just hire him. They should just pay him more money and just. That guy is YouTube at this point in time, isn't he?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh.
He's taken over the world.
Bad. It's what we all want. I think I've pretty much covered up most of my questions that I was going to ask you. Yeah, pretty much.
For a little while, haven't we?
Has been gone for an hour and a half, bro. There you go.
Yeah, nice.
There you go. Not bad for your first interview, eh?
Yeah. It was fun. This is enjoyable.
It was, man. Thank you so much. I like to pick your brain and see what makes you tick, mate. So,
sweet. I hope.
Yeah, go.
I hope I gave some I hope I gave you some insight.
You did. Thanks, mate. Do you want to give yourself a plug? We can wrap it up there if you want. You can give yourself a plug and we can wrap it up.
Oh man, I'll give myself a plug. Go watch my latest video. It'll be out probably around the same time as this comes out. Are you releasing this tomorrow?
Sunday night, Sunday 8 p.m.
Sunday night?
Oh yeah, so
yeah, I'll try and get my next video
it'll be
out.
Sunday 8 p.m. by the time they're watching this.
Oh, sick. Are you gonna premiere, right?
Yes, I will have it up premiere by tomorrow morning, I think.
Oh, sick.
I'll send you the thumbnail so you can suss it
nice. Is my face in it?
Your face is in it, bro.
Oh, nice. I hope it's a good one.
It's a good one. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, just watch this, guys, and then go watch my next binder video. It's what I do best. That'll be what's out very soon.
Adam P Opens and Adam P Opens on Instagram.
Yeah, that's it. That's me.
And YouTube.
Follow me, subscribe. You know the drill. Road to 4K happening now.
There we go, mate. All right, mate. We'll sign off there, and thank you very much for coming on the show, bro.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Great fun. Great chat.